Well, who would have thought a posting on a website for 3 days would cause such damage? Continuing our coverage from yesterday with the Department of Homeland Security last week putting out a list of what they claim were more than 500 sanctuary jurisdictions, places the Trump administration believes are obstructing immigration enforcement. That list was posted on the DHS website late Thursday, and it included Boise, who Friday denied being a sanctuary city in a state that banned such cities in 2023. That list was quietly taken down sometime Saturday, no doubt because, of a letter sent to DHS by County Sheriff Donahue, who is also the president of the National Sheriff's Association. The letter was pretty direct, calling the list arbitrary. The posting of it, it said, a betrayal of the sheriffs of this country, a threat to their relationship with the White House, and the letter demanded the list be removed immediately. We tried to ask Sheriff Donahue about this letter yesterday, but he was too busy trying to figure this whole thing out, this whole situation. Well, he did have some time today, just after he got off another call with Washington, one of which included representatives from all 42 other states, all with the same complaints. However, even today, Sheriff Donahue still had a lot more questions than answers.
What the hell is this? It was my first thought. And then why would they do that? Then just looking at the number of states and then realizing who came up with this list? What criteria was this list based on? Why did they not reach out and talk to the Sheriff's Association about who is or is not signed into 287G programs, first of all, because that's something that a lot of states, as you know, a handful at least, have said you're not going to comply. Well, 287G is definitely complying with ICE.
So there's a lot of people on that list, a lot of cities, counties on that list that probably shouldn't be.
Oh, there is. There is. And then there's a lot that aren't, that should be, that are known sanctuary jurisdictions.
So there's no rhyme or reason to this whole thing.
And that's the thing, Brian, all arbitrary. What was the point? Was the point a shotgun blast? That infuriated the sheriffs of America.
As you could see in your letter.
Well, I tried to be polite.
But I mean, it was pretty strongly worded.
Yeah, I think it had to be. We're still supportive of the overall agenda of Mr. Trump in terms of law enforcement, the rule of law. But we're not going to be treated that way. And I said it in the letter. I felt like the president was betrayed. I felt like we were betrayed. I felt like the people of America were betrayed to have this come out.
Other than them taking the list down, what have they responded with?
Not enough. Not enough. They responded with putting a notice out on their website that any of us who feel that we should not be on the list, let's just say City of Boise, you can go to this email box and give reasons for not to be on there. Justify the reasons.
So basically guilty until proven innocent.
So you're telling us we're all guilty, and now we have to prove our innocence based on your arbitrary manipulations of this whole thing.
Are you sticking up for Boise?
I'm sticking up for everyone in general, and I am sticking up for Boise because, again, Idaho is not a sanctuary state, right? And certainly Boise has different views in terms of the mayor and probably some of the council than I would have. But you also have a conservative sheriff over there, too. We have these people who are arrested or who come into our jails, including Ada County, under state charges, but they're an illegal alien. The sheriff, like I do, reaches out to ICE and says, they're here. It's up to you if you want to talk to them. And that's all we can do because we cannot enforce federal law. So here's a sheriff in Boise, in Ada County, doing the same things that I'm doing, enforcing the rule of law, supporting federal law, supporting it, right? And yet they collectively, if you think about it, he's in the same city.
Yeah.
So he gets that mantra, and that's simply not appropriate. If you're going to put it out, you damn well better reach out to us and talk about it and provide to us what are you basing the criteria on. None of that happened, nor has any of that happened. And here it is Tuesday.
And still nothing.
Still nothing.
So you can see how that might look to some of the critics like, well, this is another example of chaos. The left hand not knowing what the right hand is doing.
Well, I don't think they're entirely wrong there because I'm experiencing it right now firsthand.
Is this list necessary?
No. Again, I don't think there has to be a list. I think that if the administration, and that's their decisions, I don't make those decisions. if they want to go after someone like Governor Newsom, okay, let's just use that, or New York State, right? Then do what you think you have to do. But be more surgical, right? Don't do this shotgun approach. That it's offensive. It's very offensive.
Just to be clear, 287G is a program that delegates certain immigration enforcement to local authority. No Idaho County takes part in that program. Owyhee County is a similar program, but it's not the 287G that Sheriff Donahue talked about. Sheriff Donahue told us when he called the DHS office on Friday to find out some answers, like who came up with this list, who posted it online. He says he was told by office staff they were not authorized to tell him that. We did reach out to DHS today, but we have yet to hear back. Donahue says he has not yet spoken with Secretary Kristi Noem either personally, but he does hope to. He does have a meeting scheduled for tomorrow morning with some high-ranking staff of the president, he told us. And what he hopes to accomplish with that conversation, well, he wants to know how DHS plans to fix this, maybe like an apology, like his letter demanded, more than just removing the list. He wants to know next steps as well. As a representative of Boise and all of Idaho and more than 3,000 sheriffs in this country, Sheriff Donahue's message to the Trump administration, they have to do better.